All right, welcome to another episode of Savagetimetv TV. It's your host, AB Brisley. Today we have our special guest, FYO Trey. How you feeling today, bro?
I'm good, man. What's popping?
It's good, bro. It's hot in here, though. Would you
Oh,
agree?
a little spicy, man.
It's a little spicy here.
A little
It's a little
spicy.
spicy. Okay, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where you from?
I'm from Lower, Sussex County, Delaware.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
You down there in Sussex, not Kent, but
like
Sussex.
the beach, man. The Lowers.
Word.
Yeah.
Okay. When did you know that the mic was going to be your tool to achieve your dreams?
Man, it was probably 4 or 5 years ago for real. I was in college. We was talking before.
Mm-hmm.
I was DJing for a little bit, and I was DJing for a couple of major artists that was kind of making their way into the industry. Okay. So once I was doing that for a little bit, they got in some trouble and all shit like that. So after that, I just decided to take it into my own hands. I just put on a beat in my room, the dorm, Word. And just went ham. And then the song wasn't that good though. It wasn't that good. But my roommate at the time, he hyped it up. So I just kept going. Yeah, just kept. I was like, all right. Yeah. I made another way.
Word. Kept going. We was talking about before, you being as a DJ, and I didn't even know that. So I walked in. Could you just talk to me about being a DJ? Do you still miss it? Is it something that you still do in your off time?
It's crazy because no bullshit. My grandma just texted me yesterday for she was like, you still DJ? Because she was gonna ask me to do some wedding. I guess my cousins get married or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I sold my equipment a long time ago. But yeah, I was DJing with Brand back in the day, DJ Brand, DJ affiliated out of Philly. A lot of big time DJs, DJ Gifted Hands, DJ Overflow, who's now Michael Blackson's DJ.
Okay.
So that was my college days. It was cool. That's where I got my first entry into music. I started in Baltimore under DJ Flow, who is Shy Glizzy and Casanova's DJ right now.
Okay.
So he taught me basically everything I knew and what I know about DJing, and basically from there, I just took off. I just had opportunities that just presented themselves.
It's just lining up.
Yeah, it was lucky. So then I just started being able to do larger events, and my name got out. That's how it got in there.
Okay, yeah, you definitely sound like you was definitely in the circuit, and it sounds like you had a lot of momentum. Could you tell us about, you was telling me about the story about you being the Amigos situation.
Yeah.
Just could you tell us about that? Can you just tell us that story of how it shifted you into becoming an artist, more as an artist?
Yeah. Well, long story short, I was with I have an ex-girlfriend. She's back in Atlanta, and she actually grew up with the Amigos, the Amigos. So she grew up with a couple of them. First name basis and stuff like that, and she put me in there with them. She put me on with their promoter. They had a promoter. His name was ATL2 Official at the time, and he basically did all the Amigos main promotion for all their new music that came out on the East Coast. Mm-hmm. So I became a QC DJ, which was smart on Amigos' part because they had a legion of DJs just pushing all their music.
Oh, okay.
So you see what I'm saying? And they
that is smart.
They bring you into a DJ coalition called QC DJs. And so from there you have a whole bunch of DJs just basically DJing for you. I was doing a whole bunch of Dell State parties and Morgan State parties and shit like that. Mm-hmm. So it had my foot in the door as far as having a big crowd and be able to push the Migos music. So then they was okay, let me go ahead and give you a chance. And I got Migo Domingo, Mango Fool, which is two artists that they had under YRN, the label. At the time, I don't even think they do YRN anymore. But at the time, it's called YRN, the label. They had Skipper the Flipper back then. Yeah. So I don't know if y'all know Skipper the Flipper, but they had him.
I've heard the name.
Flipper, that nigga. So they had him and all that. I don't think they with each other no more. But so I did that. And from there, I had those two artists. They got into some bullshit with that was back when Offset, one of them got locked up, back in 2015. 14, something like that. Mm-hmm. So they got locked up. The whole basically half the squad got locked up, which took me out of a job. Yeah. So I couldn't really tour like that no more. And I wasn't really that big on campus because I took off of campus and started doing more tour stuff. Mm-hmm. So it pushed up DJ Blair. DJ Blair started DJing more at campus and became a household name at Dell State.
Yeah, I definitely heard that.
So that just happened. The whole Dell State wave was just somewhere else. And so basically, I just started rapping from there. I was just they went to jail, and I was just fuck it.
Word. I'm gonna do something else. Word.
Bro, I was fuck it.
And I was talking about you don't even think of the domino effect of something like that happening. You told me they basically got arrested, and that was the
tour. So it's everybody's job. not just them that, you know what I mean, lose stuff. It's like everybody that's around, like everybody gets affected.
Right. And as a rapper, how would you describe your sound?
I say like a mixing pot, like New Orleans, like a jambalaya, like that type shit.
Okay.
Like I'm like, for real, I listen to so much because like it's hard to explain. Like I listen to Uzi, I listen to Aretha Franklin at times. But I mix all of that. Like I have singing in it, and
you do.
It's a lot of just mix that just I don't know.
Perfect. And like as far as influences goes, you said Lil Uzi Vert. I know I even heard it was so crazy. Like I don't want to say it was. It sounded like a Trippie Redd ad lib almost, but it sounded like you
Trippie
definitely
Redd too.
Like you could hear that influence of like that kind of not rocker type, but like it's like a little bit more. It's more different production and different sound, if I had to say. But you definitely mixed the two. So I would definitely say, along with Uzi and those other people, who would you say are your influences if you had to pick more specific people?
Like Uzi, it's more like a Uzi and what do I say? What's his name? The one that just came out with that song. Talk shit. I forgot his name.
How's it go?
It's called Meh, M-E-H. Playboy Cardi.
Okay, Playboy
I
Cardi.
gotta draw it a blank for a second. But yeah, Playboy Cardi and Uzi, like some like shit like that.
Okay,
a lot of playful sounds. Like I'm not
Playful
like
sounds.
once I get into like a whole bunch of seriousness, like I ain't really like I'm not a street nigga. So you know what I mean? I went to college. I grew up in a nice home. Like I was a single parent home, but other than that, ain't really too much.
You
like,
stick to what you know.
Yeah, what I know.
You don't try to fake it. That's and you know what? That's as easy as that sounds. It's not something that you come across a lot. It's a lot of people out here saying one thing, doing the other, so their music doesn't come through as authentic.
Yeah, real shit. That should come back.
Word.
That shit will. The receipts will be pulled.
for sure. And what would you say? What is one of the main reasons why you make music?
For myself.
For yourself?
I like listening to myself. Like that's basically what it's like where it stemmed from. I like hearing myself in the car. Like I just like hearing what I had to say, and then and it actually sounds nice, and then I can rap it back, shit nice. But then when other people start knowing my words, it makes me keep going. Yeah, it's like a high almost. Like you just be like, yo, like you gonna be shaking a little bit when people be saying your words back. You be like, oh, like what the world?
Yeah, man, it's crazy when you realize you're influencing people. Man.
Yeah,
for
real.
Let's talk about the album that I listened to. I don't want to say it's your latest album, but I think it was called Treyland.
Yeah, that was the latest one.
Could you explain the process of making that album and just like the influence of the album, how it came to be?
Well, Treyland literally was like a year-long process. It wasn't even supposed to take that long, but it started off as like an idea, a concept of College Boy. Like that's what the name of the tape was going to be. It was College Boy at first. Okay. Had a different cover art, everything. Like whole other songs and everything. But yeah, Treyland, like it was like a year-long process of basically like an evolution of me going through like a drought period of me being down. Like I was down. Like last year was a whole different like Trey than where I am right now. So it was just me basically dealing with being like, you know what I mean, an older grown-up person, like a man, like going into manhood, having to deal with being a single father, shit like that. Yeah, I had to go through life, like, so I changed shit around. My sound got different. So I ended up like doing College Boy, which is Treyland. Ended up doing that, like I was supposed to release it like halfway through the year, like June, some shit like that. And then I just didn't like the sound of it, so I just I kicked it back. Then was supposed to release it in October, kicked it back again. I kept telling them I was gonna release it, and they was just like, "Oh, we hype." Then I just was like, "Fuck it, I'm not releasing it." They were like, "What?"
You went Playboy Cardi type.
Yeah, like I just would never release it because I just didn't like it.
Word.
And so then finally it came the next year, 2020 came, and then I just finally was just like, I had a whole new sound, whole new songs. I was like, "This is it." So I just put it all together, and at the time I was real heavy on Travis Scott. Like Travis Scott, my man's.
That's that guy right there.
And so I just wanted a playful, like I said, like my music's playful, and I wanted people to have fun, like you going to like a festival or some shit like that. And also I experienced my first festival, which influenced the tape a lot, which was Firefly.
Okay.
It was crazy. So that inspired the tape big time for festival music.
Okay.
So I got a lot of that type of sound on there.
Okay.
That's how Treyland came.
All right, yeah, because I was definitely listening to it, and I saw because the cover, I think it was dang, what is it called, man?
One of those
carousels,
yeah.
and you say your music's playful, so I say how all that tied together.
Yeah.
What's your favorite song out that album, and which one was the most fun to make?
Probably it would have to be. I got so many songs on there.
Yeah, definitely like 15 plus.
Probably about it is. Probably like Welcome to Trailand, like the opening, like that joint was just like it literally like
set the tone.
It set the tone for the whole tape, and it was basically like one of them festival type joints. Like if I was able to get into a festival, shit gonna go crazy. The song is gonna go dumb. I specifically made it for a festival.
Okay.
People gonna go crazy, mosh pits, hitting each other. Like I love that shit.
Yeah, mosh pits. That's one of the best parts of I think.
Yeah,
when
I love
I'm going to a festival is that mosh pit. Is everybody just releasing that energy and just going crazy. One thing I did hear about just around the way was that you definitely have a relentless work ethic. Where would you say that your work ethic comes from?
Being down so long, man.
Mm-hmm.
Being down so long, like I said, like I grew up in a pretty decent home, but my mom was single. Like she was a single mom. She had me like when she was like 15. So like we struggled, like, but she didn't let me see it. But once I got older and I started realizing what it was, like I was just like, bro, I gotta do something different. And where I'm from, like lower, it's different than Wilmington. It's different than like Philly or New Jersey. Mm-hmm. It's different because we literally like we don't get opportunity down there. Like you see what I'm saying? Like Wilmington is the city, so when we come up to Wilmington, we just like we looking around like, damn, this still Delaware.
Word.
That's how
people
we are.
Don't know.
Like,
people don't know the difference, man. Delaware.
They don't.
Yeah.
So we really like me just being from down there and seeing we either go to jail down there or like niggas is dead, like just off of senseless stuff, like drugs and stuff like that, getting on drugs heavy and stuff. But niggas is like a lot of my friends from high school that I know, or a lot of people I know from high school, either in jail or like on drugs or dead. So it just gives me that drive to like be different than somebody else, than everybody around my area, to give them light. We don't got light. We don't have no light.
Or I definitely can. I can't say I relate to that, but I can definitely say that slower lower is definitely like Sussex County is a place where people don't think about too much when you think of like the struggle or stuff like that. Everybody thinks of Wilmington, maybe even Dover.
Yeah.
But people don't understand that down there in Sussex County, it's just a lot of
nothing.
It's just nothing. Yeah, like we was talking about it before. Like it's really like the biggest thing in the area will be like the Valero or the Royal Farms. Mm-hmm. Like it's just really just nothing down there.
Real shit. That's what we used to do after that's where we used to go after basketball games in high school. You go to Royal Farms or somewhere like.
Yeah, because it's literally like it's like nothing. It's literally nothing else. Like a building structure. Like it's nothing but that.
Yeah, real shit.
So I definitely feel where you're coming from. Just speaking more into that maybe a little bit. Could you just give us what's the biggest hurdle you've had to overcome during your journey as an artist?
How can I put this? I know I won't say, but I want to say it right.
Good.
Probably, I would say maintaining people around you that like got the same drive, that see the same dream as you. Yeah,
that team around you.
They're seeing a dream, especially because, like I said, where we from, like this shit is like nigga, like really, like you ain't finna do this, you ain't finna rap, you ain't finna make it nowhere. You might as well just get a job down here and start your family, do something like that.
Work at Purdue.
Yeah,
and just get it
real shit. I was about to say work at Purdue or somewhere like a factory job, because you can get a check, something like that, start trucking or something like. But something like being a basketball player or something far fetched is not like in the like something like, you know what I mean, something obtainable down there in our mindset. So yeah, bro. Yeah, just keeping a stable team around, because it's just like
yeah, man.
Having to have like my dream, you can't make somebody else see your dream,
exactly.
Bro.
It's hard.
That's
hard. It's hard.
That's it in a nutshell. You just can't make somebody else see it.
Well, you got one good person on your team.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? So
shout out D. Shout out.
Yeah, shout out. So shifting back into the music, I was listening to the track. It was called Selfish, and it sounded like you was definitely getting into your R&B bag a little bit more. You was singing a lot. Could you just describe to me how you made that track? Like how you got into that heavy R&B bag?
Oh man, Selfish came from me like it was a relationship like a 5-year-long relationship I was in.
5. So that shit was fun.
Bro, that joint was long, man. And then I just felt like the song basically like we ended up having like a breakup, like it was a mutual breakup, but it was just for like she needed growth and she wanted to like find herself because we've been together ever since she was like a teenager. Right. Then she became a woman. She's a woman now, and I seen her grow into a woman. So she just don't know how to be like she don't like know anything else but me. So you see what I'm saying? Yeah. So I felt like I made that song selfish because I felt like I was being selfish by holding her back from like everything else that she could have probably like seen. So I mean, even though I feel like we might be the couple for each other, you know what I mean, the one for each other, I still feel like I made that song because I felt like I was being selfish to
let her go and had to let her experience that, and if she comes back,
you come back, then that's what we, you know what I mean.
I feel you on that. That's some real shit for real. You was talking about festivals. Is there any like dream festivals that you want to perform at, like a Rolling Loud? Is there certain venues that you've always dreamed of performing in?
Yeah, Astro World.
Astro World,
got
Travis Scott.
I cry, bro. If I get invited to Astro World, I'll probably break down like a baby, bro, and go out there and go crazy. I'll go dumb.
That would be dope.
That'd be my breakout. I know it would. Yeah. I'm telling you. So Travis, you watch this, bro. Just invite me. Just on some trial. I'll do the opening sets, bro. I'm gonna go crazy.
Word. It's crazy because I wasn't even thinking. Like, not that I wasn't thinking of Astroworld, but I was thinking you was gonna say one of the bigger ones. That shows that you definitely a Travis Scott fan because Astroworld. That I think they've only had it like
three,
twice,
2 or 3 years,
times?
Bro. I'm telling you, but it's gonna get like when they open it back up and he do it again, it's gonna get crazy.
It's gonna be crazy.
Nuts every year.
It's gonna be crazy. Definitely with him they just released the Jack Boys and Don Toliver is on the. I tell people, Don Toliver about to.
It's going up, bro.
Crazy, bro. But,
I gotta get on there.
Yeah. What has been the most surprising thing about this whole process? What's been the most surprising thing to you?
The people that accepted me, like the people that I'm able to reach from. I'm talking about like other countries. Like I be talking to people like literally. I know somebody right now that's in Russia that I talk to. Her name like Anastasia or something, but she's an Instagram joint. But she cool. Like it's just different people like from all over the place that I'll be like, damn, like, how'd you hear from me? They're just like Spotify, like just search your name and then we see your Instagram. Like, but other than that, like that's what it is, like the acceptance of like people I never thought would listen.
Word. And are you involved, like you said, you're down there in Sussex County, you got family in Dover. Are you involved with your community? Is it something that you're looking to get more involved
Definitely. I want to definitely get involved with the community right now. It's like it's in the works, but I want to learn. I want to be able to bridge the gap between the police and the community. I feel like it's gonna have to start in It's gonna have to start in a community, and it's just gonna like out like it's gonna just spread out. Like for right now, like you see, there's a lot of killings going on, senseless killings and stuff like that. Like even right now, like it's still going on. Like with these, I just read something this morning about another cop. Like he had his knee down on. It was in Milwaukee or something like that.
Minneapolis,
bro. Yeah. Like shit, crazy, bro. That shit's sad. So,
tragic,
and I feel like as a community, I mean, it may or may not work, bro. But I feel like as a community, if the cops are more involved with the community and know who's in their community, they know who they're dealing with. So there's no, like, cops are doing this out of fear, I guess. There's no excuse for it, but they're doing it out, I guess they're scared or whatever, or I don't know what's going on. But if you know, say for instance, my kids, she's playing outside with a couple other kids, and I'm cool with the police. Not cool with them, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in the community and stuff. They be like, oh, that's Antoine's kid. That's Trey's kid. Right. You see what I'm saying?
You got people that live all the way across town, policing a whole other community that they don't know nothing
policing,
about.
And don't know nothing about you, so they're profiling us now. You're like, I don't know him, he's black. So at the end of the day, it's a white man, and he's a man. He's a man with a uniform, a badge,
and a gun.
He's not nothing more than what we are. So he's gonna have a pre-notion mindset of like, I don't know who he is, and he might be racist. Like, you see what I'm saying? So he's gonna use his authority. So I feel like if we just bridge the gap between the community and the police, maybe have like events in the community. That's what I was thinking of, but I don't know how to do it. We may be able to get somewhere, start something. Like,
okay, well, you can definitely do something with. I think that is one thing that people don't talk about that needs to be talked about more, is that we have to find a way not to coexist, but to make the relationship better.
That's what it is.
Because, like you said today, a black man was killed senselessly, by a police officer, and it's got to stop. It's got to stop, you know what I mean? We got to make some solution based instead of just, complaining about it.
Facts.
So I definitely think that's good that you're you at least have the mindset that you want to get into the community, especially with the police force. Just talking more into that, like talking about mental health. I think it's something that's not talked about a lot, and I think it's something that should be, especially like you said, down there, somebody in Sussex County, where it's probably not a lot of things to look at, a lot of things to do. Your mind can wander. Could you just speak on what your definition of mental health is, and maybe how you see that it's affecting your daily life or the people around you, stuff like that?
Mental health, I really take it as like basically your well-being of how you think out your thought process and how you go about your daily life. Like me coming from where I'm from, we I mean, we're not too far apart. We're about 2 hours away from one another, from Wilmington down from where I'm at. But we have a lot, like I said, we have a lot of people on drugs, a lot of young people on drugs, like crazy down there, like zombie land. And yeah, it's crazy. And it's just like people are doing it just because it's a depression. It's a depression down there. It's nothing else. Like what else are we doing? It's like I think that's what it is. It's a mindset down there. So I think it's that's a part of the mental health issue that's going on where I feel like, I don't know, man. I'm a heavy man on my Christianity and my faith. So I look at it different. I feel like you just gotta pray, man. I get depressed a lot, my damn self. So it just comes a time where you just gotta like just get to yourself and pray. Like,
definitely.
And if you're not really into your faith, like at least seek help and try to go like, see a therapist or something like that. A lot of black people don't really look at therapy like they be looking at therapy like it's like crazy. Like, you crazy. Like what you going to therapy for? What you got something wrong with you? It's, you don't even have to go have anything wrong with you and still can go to just talk. Just talk about your day. And that's where it comes from. Black people don't talk.
They don't. We ever taught to keep a lot of things inside, deal with it, and then it comes out in those wild ways.
Because we hard. Like, nigga, we want to be hard, or we want to be not as soft, or you feel like you're vulnerable. Yeah, that's all it is.
Yeah, I definitely think mental health is something that really needs to just be shed a light on it. And like we said, Sussex County and Kent County, not that they're forgotten, but people just don't think about it a lot. They always think about Wilmington. And when you don't have a lot of things to stabilize your mind, you just have nothing else to do. So it's like, fuck it, let me do this drug or whatever, or do whatever. So I definitely think that's good that, again, you have that mindset that that to at least maybe even think about talking to a therapist, because some people, like we were talking about, look at you crazy when you even bring up a therapist. So I definitely hope mental health is something that can continue to improve in all communities, especially the black community. What are your goals musically for the next 2 or 3 years?
Ooh, man, I got some stuff in the works. I ain't gonna release it yet. I ain't gonna release all that, but like I'm talking about big moves, like just like we talked about it.
Yeah, we talked about it. Yeah,
I ain't gonna release all that. That's behind the scenes, but yeah, it's definitely big moves coming where it's just gonna be. I think I love Delaware, man. I love Delaware. Like I got it tatted on me twice. I got Delaware tatted on me 2 times, man. Like you feel me? I got 302 in D-Ware. So it's just like I love it here. But the people and the mindset and like the drive of certain people, like you have to find people, like you gotta find people like you. Like like if y'all were down there where we's at, like I don't think y'all would love it because it's just not too many people mindset like y'all's or like mine's. Like it's only a few like niche people that you can connect with. And so I think it's important for like you to just kind of branch out and kind of find people that are like-minded and connect, and then come back to your state and bring it back home. So you could show people the map on how to do it, because maybe that's the reason why people don't really believe out here, because they don't know how to.
We were talking about it, like Delaware is one of those places where everybody says they're doing something, you've always heard about it, but there's never been that one person that people can look to to be like, oh, they from Delaware, they was out here, they know what it's like, and they made it.
Facts. Or even if they did make it, like they don't reach back.
They don't come back. Yeah. Exactly. What would you say if you had to give a message to the youth just concerning following your dreams, following your passions? Because I know you influence a lot of people. I know you know that, but there's probably other people that you don't know that you influence. Like you said, like the girl over there all the way in Russia, you know what I mean? So what would be your message to them just about following your dreams?
That's basically what FYO stand for, is fuck your opinions. Is anybody that has anything that, like, say you want to be a ballerina and you come from a hood and you ain't never seen a tutu before. You can be that. You can say you want to be a cop, but you from the hood. All your people's like you not about to be no. You can do whatever you want to do, and that's what FYO stand for. It's basically fuck your opinion. Anybody that has anything negative, any negative thoughts, just say fuck your opinion. It don't have to be something like fighting words where you just like yo fuck you, fuck da 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 da. It's more like all right, I agree with your opinion. I mean I don't agree with your opinion. Fuck them, but I'm gonna do what I do, and that's what I did. Cause ain't nobody tell me like when I first started rapping, people was like, bro, you're not gonna rap, bro. Like why'd you stop DJing? Like you was nice at that. But fuck your opinions, bro. I could do whatever I want. And so now like this is where I'm at. So and I think that's what a lot of like the young kids, also FYO, don't go to your school and be like, fuck your opinions, but foresee your opportunities. Like foresee things that that you never even like foresee your dreams and things that you never thought you'd be able to do. Do it. Because if you don't do it, you'll never be able to do it.
Word.
Ready.
And time does not slow at
bro,
all.
I'm telling you, like
the older I get, the more I realize, yo, you do not.
Bro, my daughter's about to be 7 years old. It's crazy.
Congratulations.
Thanks, man. I feel old, man.
Nah, we young, bro. We still young. We got plenty of time, but bro, time be out here passing. So again, thank you for the opportunity for letting me interview you, bro.
Thanks for having me. I loved it, man.
No problem. Is there anything just like where can we catch you at on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook?
Instagram, you can catch me. Instagram and Twitter, you can catch me at FYO_TR3. YouTube, I just started a YouTube channel, like just doing like crazy shit, and then we also got like all the music videos that we ever did, and that we're still like we're about to amp right back up, start going crazy. So you can follow us, just search up FYO Trey on YouTube, Apple, Spotify, any and all streaming services. Search FYO Trey, you won't find it. TRE, not the Y.
All right, bro. Again, this is AB Brisley, your host, and this is Savagetimetv TV, another episode. We out. Peace.
Bang.